Udhaya from Backyard Garden Highlights. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today I'm in Costco and I want to share you what beautiful spring and summer bulbs are loaded. So let's get into the video and enjoy March first week Costco stock list for a gardener. With the lilies, so we have $15 pack. All these packs are $15. So we have got 14 lilium and the variety name I think Bargadi Marlin, and it's looking beautiful. Let's see the profile quickly. You need to plant them in 8 inches apart and 6 inch deep, and they grow 40 inches, 5 feet tall. So it's a big tall size lilies, and you will have beautiful collection of lilies. And then we have the same Bargadi, but in this packet we have DC. So 14 bulbs. So you have 9 Bargadi bulbs that grow 40 inch tall, and you have 5 DC variety lily, and that also grows 40 inch. And they are fragrant flowers. So beautiful cut flower. Let me show you how my Asiatic Landini lily performed in my garden. It was amazing and great addition to any garden, and no pest, no maintenance. They come and then they really beautify your garden, and then they die back and then they come back. I think so far it's a reliable perennial bulbs that I have grown in my perennial raised bed. So we have 14 sunset mix melange. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's again 40 inch tall, so 5 feet height, and you have 14 bulbs. It is 14 lily sunset mix melange, and you have beautiful different colors of 14 bulbs. This is going to be really awesome if you're looking for sun vibes, bright colors in your garden. Next one is Casa Blanca, beautiful white color, and it's again fragrant. So this white color lily, we have 14 bulbs, and they are 36 inch tall, so little smaller than the previous varieties, but still I think they still stand equally along with other colors if you are buying everything. Alright, so next let's look at the Gladiolus, different beautiful varieties that we have here. Each packet has 50 Gladiolus bulbs for 15, and you can see beautiful colors. This is amazing color theme, I really love it. And let's look at what's inside in this bag. We have got 25 Georgia peach and 25 cream perfection, beautiful varieties. And my favorite is purple, and you have light color and dark color, and you have the sun vibrant colors. And this red one, usually the red ones are coming with the velvet petals, so it was amazing. Though they are bright, but it's a great addition to the garden. Look at how gorgeous they look. So let's look at what's inside. So we have 25 Roma variety, and it grows 48 inch tall, and then 25 Princess Margaret Rose Gladiolus, and it also grows 48 inch. So they are 5 feet and above. Now let's look at the purple varieties. The light purple is 25 count, and the variety name is called Milka, and the dark purple is Purple Flora. Amazing Gladiolus. Basically in zone 6B or 7A, they tend to be tender perennial, but I have in a sunny spot where we have a good drainage. I never dig them up. I leave them in the ground, and they come back every year reliably in zone 7A now. It was 6B before, but I think 6B and above, as long as you have a good draining soil and good sunny spot, you don't need to work hard to dig them up in fall and plant them again in spring. You can leave them on the ground with a good mulch, and they will come back and They are beautiful addition to any garden and great cut flower, and I love this beautiful vertical arrangement for any flower vase. Let me show you a couple of flower arrangement I have made in my past gardening season and how they look in my garden. Only thing you need to be sure is you need to give them good vertical support so that they don't lie down on the ground. Alright guys, next one I'm pretty excited to see Clematis. First time I'm purchasing in Costco, so I always purchase this in the big box stores. So having 4 Clematis for $15, that sounds like a great deal, but I don't know whether they are going to come reliably. That's a big question I have in my mind, but I'm going to give it a try this year and see how these plants are really coming when we buy bare root Clematis. So let's take a look at what all different varieties we have. And before we do so, Clematis is one of the easiest, I think, climbing vine, and that can beautify your mailbox or any of your garden trellises with low maintenance. And I think there are different types of Clematis where you need to really understand whether you need to trim them above the ground level during the fall or you need to leave them. So you need to research which variety you are growing so that you don't lose your spring bloom. Their root needs shade and they need sun to grow, so it's a little tricky, but I think once you find a good spot where you have other bushes for shade, and then the vine can climb in the sunny area 4 plus or 6 plus hours of sun, then they are going to really load with ton of blooms for you. Alright, now let's look into what varieties and what's the plant profile quickly. First lady, Bees Jubilee. Alright, so we have the first lady plant or root inside, and they grow 96 tall, and you need to plant them 1 inch deep and 18 inch between 2 plants. And hardiness is 4 to 9, and look at the bloom, it's amazing. The next one is Bees Jubilee, and this is also 96 inch tall and zone 4 to 9. It's a perennial, as I said, and you have 12 weeks of bloom. That's amazing, and it attracts butterflies, hummingbirds. Some of the image that gives you how prolific they will be if you are really given them the right environment to grow. Next one we are going to look into is Western Plate. Look at the beautiful maroon color Clematis plant. We have got 4 Western Plate, and it grows 96 inch tall, hardiness 4 to 9. And this also they said 12 weeks of bloom and attracts butterflies and hummingbirds. So this one is 4 Clematis, Blue Lion, Duchess of Edinburgh. And these are double blooms, so I think in an unusual variety. You won't find them very often in the garden center, so I'm going to grab this one today. And this is again 96 inch tall and hardiness 4 to 9. Blue Lion and Duchess of Edinburgh. This is a popular variety in doubles, and this also grows zone 4 through 9, and it is 120 inch tall. So look how tall this vine is going to be. If you have a big trellis, you can definitely enjoy bloom like this. This is also going to be 12 weeks of bloom. Okay, now let's look at what all other Dahlia varieties we have. We have 8 Dahlia tubers, Summer Flame, Garden Wonder, beautiful Dahlia flowers. They add wonderful vibe for summer garden. We've got 3 tubers for Summer Flame and 4 tubers or 5 tubers for Garden Wonder, and both grow up to 24 or 26 inch tall. I would say they grow taller than that in my garden, at least I have noticed. Let me show you how they looked I have grown garden wonder in my garden and amazing variety. Let me show you how they looked in my garden. We have 8 dahlia tubers, David Howard, Marilla, and they look amazing too. Dahlia Masterclass and Rosella, and this is how they look. Beautiful purple theme if you are looking for, or pink theme. City, and look how gorgeous they are. Lilac time and crazy loves. Wow, wonderful variety I have grown in my garden, and I believe lilac time also I started growing last year. Let me show you how both looked in the garden. They are amazing collection and amazing color theme for anyone who is looking for purple, pink themed flower vase arrangement. And dahlias are actually a wonderful tender perennial for grown garden in zone 7A. Sometimes they survive the winter, sometimes they don't show again. So I always prefer to dig them up if I don't want to miss the colors. But otherwise I try to explore leaving them on the ground. So one year they came back, next year they didn't. So it's not reliable to leave them on the ground if you are looking to have the same variety next year without spending dime next year. So they do overwinter great in your garage. So either you can move the pot inside unheated garage, or you can dig them from the ground and store them in a perlite so they stay hydrated and don't dry for next season. Now let's look at what are other different varieties we have. So we have one Bartzilla Vita Peony, and you have got 2 to 3 eyes in the fruit. You will see a fruit like this inside, and this grows zone 3 to 8 and grows up to 32 inch. One Aloe and zone 3 to 8 and grows up to 30 inch tall. And we have two called Rosenfield. This is an amazing variety. I think this is the variety I have in my home, and it's a beautiful flower as well as it has a great fragrance as well, and great cut flower. And it's zone 3 to 8 and grows up to 36 inch. And features it's perennial and great for cut flower. And this one is a beautiful fragrant. You can research further, but I think you can make tea out of these petals as well. And you can see some sample flowers arrangement they have given, but let me show you how they looked in my garden for last few seasons and how beautiful flower vase arrangement I have made out of these flowers. it's a 3 to 8 zone growing zone and 36-inch tall, and you can see beautiful fluffy petals. Then we have coral charm peony 2-pack side. So you have one coral charm zone 3 to 8, and then one red charm hardiness 3 to 8 growing zone, and they both grow up to 36-inch tall. A couple of other perennial bulbs. So let me show you quickly what are those. So you have 10 begonias, and then 6 callas. You have different colors of callas. Astilbe, they are shade tolerant. And I don't know what this is, Canvalaria. I've never seen this, but looks beautiful. And white Astilbe and ferns, and you have orange Astilbe. 6 roots, and Dicentra, bleeding heart, 6 roots, and 6 hostas. Oh, 8 hostas, and then 6 hostas. And this one we have seen, and another variety of hostas. Bananas. Freesia. This is another amazing flower I have never grown, but I'm hoping sometimes I'll grow them. And 10 caladiums. They are beautiful, shade tolerant, and actually you can move them indoor and they survive. Like unlike other perennials, they don't die. They are okay with minimum sunlight as long as you keep them in a sunlight spot area. And then you have elephant ear and another variety of caladiums. You have 10 phlox Nora Nikki. Wow, look at this color. They are equivalent to hydrangeas. So we have 10 phlox David blue paradise, and we have then purple kiss, bright eyes. Zone 3 to 9, and they grow up to 20-inch. This one goes up to 20-inch, and this one 36-inch. So they are medium size, not too tall, because you do have plots in all different heights. You can have as small as 1 feet and as tall as 5 feet. So you just need to choose the variety that you think you want to have it in your raised bed garden or your garden. This coral orange Dahlias, looking gorgeous, and you have the standard classic fragrant returns. They come every year, Dahlia, and you do have some unique variety. Chicago Apache, nice, and lipstick. Look at the color and variations. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright guys, I hope you guys liked watching this video and you got something out of this. Go to the garden center and grab which variety you want to introduce in your garden for the first time, and do some analysis before you plant them in a site, so you get the prolific blooms out of these gorgeous blooms.